Are you ready? Welcome to One Take Old Movie Reviews. I'm Barbara.
And I'm David. And we wanted to say at the beginning of this that we're only doing this for fun and for basically for our own enjoyment.
Yeah, purely entertainment value. Ours mostly.
Certainly not going to make us any money.
And we're not professional anything.
Nobody's going to watch it but us. So that's why we're enjoying this. We're getting a kick out of it. And if you're watching this, hopefully you get a kick out of it too. But tonight we watched a movie called The Big Country. It was a 1958 movie, and it was full of stars.
Gregory Peck. He was so handsome. He was so handsome.
Burl Ives.
Charlton Heston.
Chuck Connors. Charles Bickford, not probably as well known. And the female stars were Carroll Baker and Gene Simmons. And no, that's not the guitarist from Kiss. This is a female, Gene Simmons, and she was in fact a British actress.
And she was very pretty. Reminded us of Audrey Hepburn. We're big Audrey Hepburn
Very much. She looked a lot like Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
The movie was good. It actually, Gregory Peck was in the starring role. He played an Easterner who came west to reunite with his fiance on a farm. I'm not sure where it was set. It was in cattle country.
It was a cattle ranch, yeah.
And
big one.
He was in a constant conflict with his host, with both his fiance and her father, because they thought he was too passive in dealing with a local gang of boys who wanted to take some of the land near his fiance's ranch.
It was a conflict between two families, two ranches on either side of another ranch in the middle that had water. So it was a conflict over water for their cattle. And so Chuck Connors was a bad guy this time, and so was Burl Ives. And
their conflict was basically between the two fathers of those two ranches, and Gregory Peck as an Easterner and an interloper, or somebody who just came in, got caught in the middle. Anyway, it was a pretty good film. I think we both liked it a lot. It had real good music. The score was very, very well done. Very nice, a lot of scenery.
Yes.
And interesting too, it had a little bit of trick writing in the beginning, toward the beginning of the movie, which was awesome.
It was.
I have no idea how they did those tricks, but it was kind of worth watching the trick writing that was done.
Yeah.
It also featured a duel, which I thought was kind of
a gentleman's
different.
duel. Yeah, and the thing about Gregory Peck, and he was like a greenhorn, somebody, and everybody thought he was just a coward, but he proved over and over and over again that he wasn't. But he didn't prove it to anyone but himself. I mean, he in the end he said, "Who cares what anybody thinks about me? It's what I think about myself," basically. And anyway, and he came back west. He came out west to marry one woman, and found out that she didn't really love him like she should.
He was a very strong character. Charlton Heston played a ranch hand for the one of the father of the gal that Gregory had come to be with. And then Chuck Connors, surprisingly, because Barbara in particular is a big Chuck Connors fan, having watched
I love The Rifleman.
The Rifleman. Chuck Connors was actually one of the bad guys in this movie, and kind of an odd role for us to see him in.
Tough to see.
But he did a good job.
Yeah.
And then Burl Ives, I thought, was outstanding too, and he also won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. He was the father of the other ranch that was involved in the conflict. So it was a good movie, well done, good music, very colorful, good color.
Yeah.
but it was long. It was 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah, it was long.
So it was long. We took a couple breaks, but
Only to
to get our goodies.
or go to the bathroom. But the thing is, it wasn't tedious. It was not a tedious, when is this going to be
It
over?
wasn't.
I mean, it was like, we were 30 minutes into it, and something happened, we had to stop. And it was like, we're already 30 minutes into this, and it was just really I have to give it a 5 stars.
It was a 5-star
It was a
movie.
5-star
It
movie.
was excellent done. I mean, with
Yeah.
an all-star cast like that,
Yeah.
couldn't go wrong. You'd enjoy it if you like any of those actors. They all had a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you'll enjoy it. It's a good show.
There was one scene that I wouldn't want my grandkids to see. Just one scene. It was maybe 2 minutes, but it was not.
And you're not going to go into that. So
Well, Chuck Connors was a bad guy, and he had this thought that he was going to marry the woman that owned the. Well, anyway, he was just.
he kind of roughed her up a little bit.
Yeah,
And that was
kind of, yeah,
that wasn't.
yeah.
Of course, yeah, that was a bad part. So.
Yes.
But
so-
overall, the movie was good.
Yeah.
We liked it. It was well worth the 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours. 2 hours and
Almost
45
3,
minutes.
yeah.
we spent with it. So that's it for this time. We'll see
the
you
big
next time.
country. The big country.
Big Country.
We would recommend it.